thinking about? What you thinking about? What you thinking about? What you thinking about?
What up, y'all? DCFAYGOGUY. Today, I want to talk about It Goes Up Entertainment. This is actually a video I've been wanting to do for a little bit now. I wanted to wait until Jelly Roll's A Beautiful Disaster came out, and I wasn't 100% sure, like, exactly what they were providing for the artists. I actually recently discovered they have a website, and that website actually provided me with a lot of the answers I was kind of looking for. So if anybody doesn't know what It Goes Up Entertainment is, I think most of us do by now. It Goes Up Entertainment is just a subsidiary of Strange Music that offers artists basically a platform. I'm going to refer to it as a platform because it gives artists services. Sorry, I had a little bit of a brain fart there. Provides them with services, basically access to producing, access to recording, access to social media through promotion of the Strange Music page, and I'm assuming some of the artists as well. Video production, touring, publicity, brand development, and radio promotion. And it says on their website that they provide it for artists, they provide it for labels that are established and or up and coming. Or up and coming, I should say. So Psychopathic Records, if they wanted to do something through It Goes Up Entertainment, they could. I doubt it. If MNE wanted to, they could. Again, I doubt it. If LSP wanted to, they could. I mean, you kind of, I think you guys get the gist. Basically, they're extending an olive branch to the success that they've created and giving others the tools or ability to use the things that they have built. It gives them a platform. That's what I'm talking about. So the main subject of this video that I wanted to do is, and I'm titling it like this, what I expect from It Goes Up Entertainment. And it's not so much what I'm directly expecting from them. It's things that I'm hoping to see come out through It Goes Up Entertainment. And the big one, and if you guys follow me on Twitter, I said I was going to make a video about it with this person as like the subject of the video. This is the video here. But Kung Fu Vampire. Kung Fu Vampire is the one that I've been saying for years that I would love to see signed to a label, that he should sign to a label. And in the past when I've said that, I didn't think much of it. I look back at it now and it's like that was in a lot of ways insulting to Kung Fu Vampire. He's very proud to be independent. He loves being his own boss. He loves knowing that he doesn't have to rely on a label to tell him what he can and can't do. He loves the freedom that it gives him. And he's obviously successful at what he does. So me saying that for him as a fan is just wanting me to see him get more exposure because I feel like he's heavily slept on. He's heavily underrated. And unfortunately, a label is what it could take for him to really break out. I mean, there is other ways without the label, but that was just kind of my big thing of why I always said I wish he would sign to a label, was just because I feel like he deserves more recognition than he's getting that I thought a label could give him. Now he doesn't have to sign to a label. Granted, I don't know what kind of terms are going to be in these contracts for It Goes Up Entertainment, but Kung Fu Vampire is the one artist I want to see release something through It Goes Up Entertainment. And it goes back to yet another tweet that I sent out. I don't even remember when it was, but I had said something about Kung Fu Vampire on a 7-produced track would be fire. And he can get that through It Goes Up Entertainment. Obviously, Jelly Roll just released A Beautiful Disaster. Surprisingly, he only had 3 tracks produced by 7. The rest of it is basically, I guess you could call it a Jelly Roll album. I'm just going to call it that because he got beats from other producers aside from Strange Music's producer, 7. It looks like the majority of what It Goes Up Entertainment provided for Jelly Roll was the recording, because it says it was recorded at Strangeland Studios. It says it was recorded by Bengineer. If anybody's been listening to Strange Music for some years, you guys know Bengineer is the engineer there. So it was recorded by him and it was mixed by Ben. So from the sounds of it, what Strange Music or what It Goes Up Entertainment provided Jelly Roll was the recording part, some production, the social media, because he did get promoted like crazy, and obviously the touring, because he's getting ready to jump on tour with Tech Nine for the Interfere tour. So looking exactly at that right there, That's the kind of thing, that's kind of the services I would expect Kung Fu Vampire to hit them up for, is maybe the in-house studio, which he doesn't need because he's good friends with Paxton, which is his producer, his engineer. And Paxton has produced a couple of great tracks, and they've got great chemistry with each other. So I don't necessarily think he would need to utilize their studio, but I would love to see him get some beats from Seven. I don't know. Maybe I should just rephrase that, restate that, restart over. But if Kung Fu Vampire was to fly out to Kansas City, spend a couple weeks at Strangeland Studios with Seven, maybe this would get him his feature with Tech Nine, because Tech Nine's obviously going to spend a lot of time at Strangeland as well, assuming he's not on tour. I could see a great album coming out of it, and Kung Fu Vampire already puts out great albums, but it would give him the exposure without having to sign to a label. Granted, again, I don't know what kind of terms they're going to have in their contracts, but this right here, when I seen what It Goes Up Entertainment provides and what Strange Music is doing with this, immediately Kung Fu Vampire was the first person to come to my mind, because this would give him a lot of the freedoms that he enjoys of being an independent artist, but giving him a platform and tools to help himself grow, because he's just so heavily underrated that I feel like he needs that push from somebody. He got that push from Twisted years ago, and it really helped, but he needs another big push, and I feel like Tech Nine and Strange Music could be the one to do it, and It Goes Up Entertainment is the perfect platform for him. So I don't know if he's thinking about it at all. I don't know if he's watching right now. If you're thinking about it at all, this is just something as a fan that I'd like to see you get. You're doing great on your own independently. I'm not saying that you're not, because I respect the shit out of your independence and that you're proud to be independent. I would just love to see you grow, and sometimes you got to have help from others, and this would be a great fucking tool that I think would produce not only a bomb album, but hopefully give him the exposure he needs. Maybe even put him on tour with Tech Nine. That'd be a great show. Could you fucking imagine if you've ever seen Kung Fu Vampire and Tech Nine live? Obviously, they've never done a tour together. But if you've ever seen them both perform, then you know that would be a great fucking show. Maybe throw Mayday in that mix and Sescrew. Because it was actually Kung Fu Vampire that turned me on to Sescrew through the ubiquitous feature on Fire off of his Look Alive album back in 2016. That verse from Ubiquitous was like, I'm going to go check out some Sescrew. So it was actually Kung Fu Vampire that turned me on to Sescrew through that feature. But yeah, that's just basically what I wanted to make a video about. Just kind of talking about how I think it's great that Strange Music is doing this. They're giving the tools that they have and making them available to others. Again, I don't know what kind of contracts they're making people sign. My guess is it's probably just one album, because if it's multiple albums like that, what's the point of not signing them to the label? So I've actually fully listened to A Beautiful Disaster. I pulled this out here on my desk. I don't know why. I have yet to hold it up and use it as an example. I've talked about it, but I haven't shown it. But I have listened to this album. Unfortunately, it's getting overshadowed by World War Me, which is Strange Music's actual signee. So reviews are probably going to drop for this soon, as well as World War Me. This is a pretty solid album. It's a typical. I'm calling it a Jelly Roll album because a lot of the sounds and styles of it is like his normal stuff. He's just had it recorded with a couple of tracks produced by Seven. It's a Jelly Roll album with the distribution that Strange Music can provide. So that's the tools that I think would really help Kung Fu Vampire out. That's just basically what I'm expecting or hoping for. Not so much from It Goes Up Entertainment, but I hope this is something that Kung Fu Vampire is looking into, because I feel like this could really, really help him out a lot, because I want to see him get more love that he deserves. That's the video. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Leave your thoughts down below, and I will see you guys next time.